Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to raise your credit score. Now, here's the thing. According to MyFICO, the company that does, I believe it's about 90% of all the credit score calculations, they have a little breakdown and there's a little pie chart and stuff. And 65% of this is two factors, and we're going to talk about those exclusively here. But let me go ahead and share the 5 factors with you. The Number one is your payment history. That's roughly 35% of your overall credit score. The second factor is your amounts owed. That's 30%. We're going to be talking about those two here momentarily. The other three items you don't have so much control over. It's the types of credit accounts you have, such as a car loan, such as a credit card. It's also how old they are, and it's also how often you're applying and getting new credit. So let's talk about the two big ones that you have the most control over and that are roughly 65% of your overall credit score. And that starts with your payment history, and that's the information that's contained on all three of your credit reports, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. Now, there is an endless number of reasons why you can have a mistake on your credit report, and the plain truth is the collection agencies and other companies, they don't always follow the laws. Every single piece of legislation that exists has been passed to protect you, the consumer. All these laws are there for you and your protection, because your credit report is the single most important piece of information when it comes to your overall credit score. There's some real clear-cut rights you have, and if these items and some of these listings don't meet those requirements, then by law they must be removed from your credit report. So please take a moment and clean up any inaccurate, questionable. The law says anything you believe is questionable is an item that can be potentially removed and investigated, at least. Now, the second big key is your amounts owed. That's 30% of your overall credit score. Now, this is looking at your utilization ratio. That's your amount of credit to the debt that you have. It's just a number. And the big takeaway with this is you want to have available unused credit. That will really help your credit score. And what I mean by that is, and one of the tools that a lot of people will often get when they're looking to rebuild their credit is a credit card to help them that'll report that account monthly to all three of the major credit bureaus. Please be cautious if you're investigating that route. But what you want to do, let's say you have a credit card with $1,000 limit, you want to have a monthly balance of maybe $300, because that way you'll have $700 of unused available credit that will really help your utilization ratio and should help your credit score. And if you're doing both of these things, you're on the path to good credit, period. But you do have to remove the bad stuff, because that's what's dragging your score down. And you do have to replace that with good, positive payment history, such as using that credit card responsibly, and then also have some available unused credit. That is really key. So this is Dan Willis. Please subscribe and join our congregation. We're going to include a link in the description below to an article at our website for some more tips, and we've got a free report available there, the 7 super simple steps to clean credit. Please have a fantastic day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.